Hello, 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 hello. Let me pull this up on my other other computer. My mind just went blank on what the crap I was trying to do. All right, so let me answer this real quick. Set this to the side. Not really set it to the side. Turn it on. Go to pictures. Bring up the picture. Figure out how to turn it sideways. Make it bigger. This, woo! This is what we're making today. Yes, it is. The SS Georgie. Okay? Yep, yup. So, set Georgie Porgy there. I was trying to sand a few things. Got my handy dandy sanding block. Got my water. Forgot to put that like that. Forgot to do top chat on there so I don't miss nobody's. Okay. What else? We're gonna need our handy dandy little template here in a minute. Okay, as you can see, my hubby cut out all the pieces. I'm so proud of him. Oh, okay. To make sure I get all my pieces back. Okay, that one's not completely sanded. We want it smooth as a baby's tushy. Okay, so my idea was do I need to flip that over? I think so. Maybe not. I don't know. I can't remember how he handed it to me now. So we're doing this jigsaw puzzle thingy. Give me a second. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, somebody sent me a text message. Ain't that great? We'll just have to wait. Let's see. Okay, my original idea was take these off. This would fit. This fits in here, right? I forgot to tell my husband to take some off of. No, I've got. No! Stop it. I forgot to tell my husband to take off on these. So, let's see. Where's my pencil? Like you all know. Oh, there it is. So, I'm not sure. That would be right. Because then when that fits down in there, those would sit. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm making this sailboat. So what I'm going to do is we're going to paint everything. And then I will have my husband cut these two lines off. And then tomorrow we'll put everything together. But today we can paint it at least. That may be stupid. Hold on. Let me reevaluate. Either that or I can go with plan B and put Jenga blocks on the back. But I really wanted it to be... See, what I meant to do is have my husband leave that space at the bottom of this one so that it would sit right down in there, and I didn't. Because this is the inspiration. Turn it around. Because that's the inspiration. Oh, really? Come on. There we go. There. No, I just showed it and it was fine. There's our inspiration piece. This is some, no, I didn't mean to close the picture out. Dagnabbit. That's my reference. What's that stuff called? Yep, like you know. I got one of the mason jar signs from Dollar Tree. So I don't, it's that hard, I don't know what it's called. You know the signs from the Dollar Tree, like, here. It's made out of whatever that's made out of. Let's see, what does it say it's made out of? It says, if you're trying to read this without your glasses, you're a dipstick. That's what that says. It's too early in the morning. It don't say. But I should still be able to cut it with my box cutter, shouldn't I? Ooh, now I'm trying to look in a dark tunnel with my glasses on. Let me grab my a box cutter. Gets out of the way. Big box cutter. I know I want my little box cutter. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Metal ruler. Where did I stick you at? Found it. I do know that you always need to cut with the metal ruler. That much I know. Okay, so I'm a lefty. What would be the best way to do this? That way. That'll be the best way to do this. And I cannot remember where my new blades are. Yes. So this may take me a little bit because these aren't, I gotta put my glasses down. These are not the sharpest blades. I mean, I could probably go out to the bandsaw and do this a lot quicker, but I've not had a lot of sleep, so I will not mess with power tools while tired. I know I'm left-handed, but I go this way. What I should have done. If I draw a line on the other side, I know where to cut there. There we go. Now the line should line up. Oh wait, I can't cut with a pencil. So I even sat here last night and made my own paint. Oh, what the? Why are you doing that? No, you're supposed to follow the ruler. Really? Made my own paint color last night. Well, that didn't work at all. Didn't work shortly either. Go back to the front side. I'll show you guys that. I was trying to get the same color that they had, and I think I come close. It took me a couple of tries. This was the first color I came up with. That's totally the wrong color, so ignore it. But there's the right color. Well, it doesn't look like it's mixed up, but it is. I'll show you my sample boards in just a second. Holy crap. I don't drink coffee, so I've got orange juice. My son was telling me last night that the kid who just quit, what, like 2 weeks ago, was it? Is wanting to come try and get his job back. The guy they hired to replace him is griping and complaining that he's not making enough money and he's not even doing his job, that they've got him on camera just sitting there doing absolutely nothing other than ringing up customers. I mean, he does do that, but he's not doing anything else he's supposed to. Yeah. Okay, don't do that again. I wonder. I cheated. Yes, I did. You all saw that. I know it. We're going to hit this with our sanding block. It's like, when I go in tonight, I'm just going to tell them if the guy starts griping about his job, fire him and I'll do all the overtime. I'm thinking, oh, I'm glad you'll take all the overtime. You're not the one driving. But, you know, I think it's cool. He's wanting to step up to the plate. And do I have this on here backwards? really need to fry what side is what too. Okay. So beef are back. Oops. That's where that goes. Okay. Back left. But yeah, my kid, he's a good kid. He's telling the guy last night, he's like, no, you're more than likely not going to get your job back. And the other girl's like, well, Darletta is his boss's name. Is that not a pretty name, Darletta? I have never heard that name, and I just think that is so pretty. Anyway, she was like, oh, well, Darletta's getting ready to fire so-and-so. You probably have a good chance of getting your job back. And Charlie's my son. Charlie's like, doubt it. I mean, seriously, the guy he called in sick, which was a lie. And then he was a no-call, no-show for 2 days. And I can't remember what Charlie said. Either Darletta called him and said he was fired, or he said he quit or something. I don't remember. But, yeah. Darletta's a lot like me. This blade, I think, is broke. And I don't know. And I suck at snapping blades off. I do have my glasses on, so I won't get hurt. But I can never break them right. Ah, look, I got it done right. Okay, you go over there. I dropped it in my ashtray. Now maybe I can cut. But yeah, Darletta's a lot like me. You know, if you don't want to work, then just go somewhere else and bug the crap out of somebody else. But you know, when you get hot, when they hire the night shift people, they tell them, while you're training, you make $8.50. Once you're completely trained, you move up to $9 an hour. And then I don't know when the next raise gets brought. But the last 3 people they have hired have all griped, this just isn't enough money. I'm not making enough money. And I'm thinking, you knew how much you were going to make going into this. You saw what it was like to work here. You knew what, and the night shift, when you close, they close at midnight. You're only there from 9 o'clock to midnight by yourself. So it's not like you really have a ton to do by yourself, because whoever my son works with, because he works every day except for most time it's Friday and Saturday he has off. So whoever he works with, if he's not closing, or even if he is closing, he closes down the laundromat. He'll count the cigarettes. And hello, Mr. Jackson, how are you? So it's like they don't have a lot to do after that person leaves from 9 o'clock. Yes, they have to maybe spot sweep. They have to shut down all the the soda machines and they have to do the paperwork. That's not a whole lot to do. You know? I don't understand why these people are just like griping and I'm so glad me and my husband instilled hard work into our sons. Because I look at other kids, my son's age that he's been working with, and I'm just like, you must have been handed everything your whole life to gripe about such an easy flipping job, you know? It just irritates me. And of course, my son has my attitude and his father's attitude. If you don't want to do the job, just get out of my way and let me do it, you know? But I'm not going to let you take the credit for what I do. You know, if this person wasn't just sitting on their tush all night on their phone and was actually like doing their job and was complaining about how hard it was, I might have a little bit more sympathy for them. But where all they're doing is sitting on their phone all night, and then if a customer comes up, ringing them up, I don't have sympathy for you. You know, I would love nothing better than to be able to stand up for more than 5 minutes at a time and work, you know? And where I've got nerve damage, I can't do that anymore. Even sitting for a while, bothers me, but that's beside the point, you know? I just, irks me. Sorry, I didn't mean to get on that rant. It's just, people are so stupid. It's like stupid and lazy. Okay, switching hands again. Nope, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Yeah. Next time I'll make sure that I get my husband to cut the stuff for me. I mean, this ain't really taking that long, but it's not helping my wrists any. Okay, let's see if I cut this. Aha! Yahoo! Oh, crap. No, yay! Is it perfect? No, but it's art. Who cares? Yay! That should be the front. That's the front. I'll look up. Okay, the only thing that I'm not sure about. Okay, hold on. I got to find the middle. The middle has some broccoli. Oops. Come on. Move over. You know, I know a lot of it's where I'm vain on these stupid glasses. I need to go have my eyes checked. Yes. Okay. So on our, I had the stupid tile sitting on my, okay. Let me turn this, bring this in. Okay. This is that triangle piece. Okay. And it's a groove. So I'm wondering, I mean, yeah, I just scored it with the, that I didn't close because, you know, that was smart. I wonder, I want to put the groove in it. So I'm wondering if I should score it first with this. And then I've got these tiny little screwdrivers. And then dig the channel out that way. Does that make any sense? Are y'all understanding? That's the thing. I don't know what would be the best way to do. Crap, did I even do that on the right side? How did, I think that's me, not him. I did. I did that on the wrong side. Dang it. And I need it. Ugh, glasses. Be right back on this. Back. Okay. Arlene, did you get your door hanger from Miss Kathy? I think I got the right one because there's two of you. So, okay, we're gonna attempt to score this. And then I'm going to attempt to gouge it out. I just thought if maybe if I score it first, it might make the screwdriver thingy go better? I don't know. That's the thought process in my head. Wow, these plates are crap. Oh yeah, that's right. Put your finger in front of the blade because you know that won't cut it off or nothing. Because I don't want to go all the way through. I'm just trying to make a little. Now we need to find a baby screwdriver. Where these baby screwdrivers are so much fun. So I remember seeing Miss Jerry use a screwdriver to make channels for like faux boards. It's not really a faux board. Well, we're kind of making a faux board. That was loud. Sorry. Let's see. Where is my... Hold on. Gotta grab something. Flat fingernail file. Hey, hey. Oh, and I didn't tell y'all how much the inspirational piece cost. On that website, the inspirational piece is $12. Well, it's $12.99 plus, you know, your shipping and all that good jazz moraz. And I'm not counting the price of paint because I had the paint on hand from other projects. But if we wanted to count the paint as not maybe a quarter for the paint and $3 for my wood. Yep, I got it. Okay, so I'll show you mine. Uh-oh. Did I not get in the floor? Oh, no, here it is. So my husband told me, mix your paint. Well, I don't need that. Mix your paint up and test it on the scrap. I had my husband save all the scrap from, I've got like drinks everywhere. From what he cut up for me. So this was my first one. They said that one was too almondy because it's like it's supposed to look like aged picture. Picture. Really? I can talk. I really can. I promise. It's supposed to look like old paper, not picture, paper. So he said, well, that one looks too almond, which there it is. Oops, there it is. And he's right. That does look too almondy. And then he said, you need to make it yellow. So I started out with this yellow and I added white. And I just kept playing with it. That was the first try. That was a little too dark, so I got that one. Well, this morning I was like, I wonder if it'll look better with an underlaying of white paint and then the yellow on top of it. So that's what I did, and I like that a lot better. This was me testing out the different blood colors I want to use. I'm not sure if I want to go with the dark. On the, let's see. Zoom in. On the original, it looks like they're using the brighter color of the red. And I forgot to get black out. But there it is. I got the black right there. I may use a black marker to write SS Georgie on there. But anyway, so that's what we're going to do. Now, where did I put my paintbrushes? Oh, there they are. This is Happy Mail I have to do a video on. I'm going to try to do Happy Meals in separate videos. Okay. Now, my other thing is, I don't know if I should glue all this down and then paint. That makes more sense, doesn't it? To glue it all down and then paint it. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, so now I don't know if I should use hot glue or wood glue. Wood glue will take too long. Okay, we're gonna look, I got cat ears. Oh, right. It helps if I but you can't see them. I got cat ears. Oh, and look. Oh, it's not showing off. They light up and then they flash. My hubby got those for me. Okay. One hot glue gun. Maybe. Oh, crap. I can't. Uh-oh. What did I do? Oh, shoot. What's wrong with this thing? Oh, oops, shoot. Sorry. Lights went out in Georgia. You there. You there. Okay, there. Okay. This I need to paint too. And is it? I think it's red, isn't it? I want. Darn it. I hit the wrong thing. There we go. Yeah, it's red. Okay, so we'll go ahead and paint this red while that's waiting. Oh, I wonder if I'll have to paint that white. We'll try the bottom first, then we'll know, won't we? I have a feeling that I'll have to paint it white to get this red to stay. Maybe just a little, yeah. Okay. Orange juice. I would just, maybe I should rough it up too. Woo! Hello, Mr. Bell. I don't know. Yeah, didn't think this stuff through. Know if there's any shine or anything at all. Take it off. It'll let it go. So I'm thinking of that. You know, don't want to get in trouble by the YouTube people. So, let's see. I really need to get rid of this paintbrush. It's crap. I mean, really. That's pretty sad. That's a sad paintbrush. All right. We're not going to use it. Moving on to the next one. Let's see that one. Let's see. So I was watching a YouTuber last night, and I really am sorry that I missed her live stream because what she was talking about just absolutely I 100% agree with. She was talking about all the drama that's going on YouTube here lately. And she was talking about how it's just really gotten out of hand. And what I really liked about it was that she didn't call out any names or anything like that. But she was having a panel one day, and I didn't get to see that live stream either. And basically, there was a woman on there who accused somebody of something, and so she was like, okie dokie. So what she did was yesterday's live stream was to get everybody together so that they could interact and get their air out their differences, basically. And I was like, that is so awesome. Well, the woman who made the accusations towards the gentleman, the guy, didn't even bother to show up after saying that she would be there. And so we got to hear the guy's side of the story and everything. And it's just sad how people will hear something and then they just decide, oh, well, that's just got to be gospel. And they don't do their research. They don't look into it. And they don't, I don't know how to word it. I really don't. They just hear one side of the story and they're like, that's it. That has to be the whole truth, nothing but the truth. And then they run with it. Well, when I say that I am a drama-free YouTube channel, that's exactly what I mean. I am a drama-free YouTube channel. Like the old saying goes, leave the drama for your mama because I ain't interested. And when I say I'm drama-free, I cannot tell you guys the total number of people, but I have, in the last month alone, I have unsubscribed to at least 10 channels because of drama. If I go to your channel because you say you're going to be talking about showing how to make something, and you spend the entire time not making anything, but just spewing hatefulness about somebody else, I ain't interested. I don't want no part of it. And I just think, if I want to be a drama-free channel, that if I support these people, I don't know, in my head, it's like if I support them, then I'm condoning what they're doing, and I don't. We as a YouTube channel channels need to start telling these people it's not cool to bully. And Nike Girl said it best. Block them and go on. And I'm 100% with that. I'm hoping this dries this paint a little faster because I'm impatient. I want to get it purdied. Yeah, and I don't call out channel names. I won't say the ones that I blocked or anything like that. I will say they were nothing that was crafting. They had nothing to do with crafting. It was another personal love of mine that I have. Something I'm real passionate about. Channels that I blocked, but yeah, it's just sad that and Nike Girl said it best. It's not even like they're acting like high schoolers. And she's right. High schoolers that are a little bit more mature, they're acting like 2- and 3-year-olds. And she wasn't even talking about the people I was talking about. So, yeah. It's pretty sad that this whole YouTube drama crap is getting out of hand. So that's why I quit going to Facebook and all that kind of stuff for a long time. And that's actually why I quit doing videos for a long time. And it wasn't even drama on my channel, because I've never had drama on my channel. But it was because I guess I'm a little oversensitive. And I don't like seeing people that I like being bullied. And it's a very emotional, draining thing for me. I don't know if that makes sense or not. But yeah. Stop moving. I'm trying not to stick my finger in the paint as much as possible. That's just not happening. Apparently I want to chase this thing all over the place. Yeah, it's a pretty red, but I don't know. I'm almost out, which I did not realize when I started this. So I may actually add some of the darker red to it. Yeah, because once I start drawing it, you can see the white through it. This will probably take a couple of coats. It's just, I find it so sad. What's really sad is the group that Nike was talking about. Oh my God. I don't know what group they are or what have you, but there's a special place in Hades for that group. Because they are picking on individuals who cannot defend themselves. But my thing is, if you've got family problems, keep them to yourself. Don't air it all over social media. I mean, yeah, I know I gripe every once in a while about my husband, but that's something different. I mean, everybody does that. But I'm talking about to the point where, you're bashing people. And come on. Everybody gets to vent. That's not a problem. But when you're, I don't know, threatening other YouTubers and stuff, it's just stupid. The one thing that I loved about YouTube when I first started was the fact that I'm here in little old Tennessee, sitting here painting some wood, and somebody from like the UK could pop in and say, "Hey, I like what you're doing," or somebody from, oh, I don't know, where's another place? Thailand. I don't know, just anywhere. This was supposed to be like a global, so people around the world who like the same things could get together, do what they love, and instead people have turned it into, hey, you may like doing this, but I don't have a life, so I'm going to come into your little stream or what have you and make your life hell. Because they're pathetic. And that's not dry. Quit sticking your fingers to it. And I know there's people out there who they just don't care. If they hurt somebody's feelings or what, that's because they've been hurt and they just don't know how to interact and be nice people. And I'm thankful that I've only had like a couple of trolls in my channel. I know with the more people I get, the more trolls I may get. I'm not worried about it because I'm going to just, burn myself with my heat gun, because that's what I do. And probably burn myself with my glue gun, because I do that too. I'm going to take it one day at a time, and I'm going to try to keep smiling. And the trolls can troll and be obnoxious all they want. But it's not going to stop me and my crew. Is it? We're going to have fun no matter what. I don't want to glow. I don't want to glow. Okay. I don't want to glue the main part into the stand just yet. And you're thinking, why not? Well, I think it'll be easier to paint if it's not on the stand. That's just my thinking. I don't know. I could be wrong. And I thought it might help to keep this a little straight. I don't know, I've been watching some very told you I'd burn myself. Some very thought-provoking channels lately. One lady was asking questions on her channel about what really makes you, or no, how do you deal with people? Hey, I'm actually in frame. That when you say you don't feel good or something like that, and they're always trying to give you advice or something like that, it's unwanted advice, basically, you know. And it was very, that glue just kept going, didn't it? Okay. It was a very, oh crappers. It's alright. It's okay. I'm not gonna sweat it, and I'm not gonna try to pull that off. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna try to pull. No, I'm not gonna try to pull that off. I got a little too far over on this way, but I don't think it's really gonna matter. It don't show that bad. Okay, look at the pictures. Picture time. Side cheese. Let's get it. Okay. So, all right, we're done with our glue gun. So, get that out. Glue up. Oh, unplug the glue gun. Set glue gun thingy over there so we don't burn ourselves any more than we have. And now we're going to get the white paint. Oh, want to give a shout out to Happy Ray. Hey, Ray! She's trying to get to 500 people. So if you haven't subscribed to Happy Ray, go check out her channel. It is Happy Ray. Oh, Lord. I had it wrote down and I can't remember where I put it. It's Happy Ray. You know, I don't want to tell you guys wrong, so crap, I can't do it on that one. Maybe. I can. Give me a second. She changed her channel name on me, so I have to relearn it. So it used to be just Happy Ray. Okay, it's Happy Ray of Crafty Sunshine. That's a mouthful, Ray. Really? That's a mouthful, girlfriend. And you think I would remember Sunshine because that's actually my cousin's. She changed her name to Sunshine. You think I would remember that, but no, I don't. This is just an old bottle of, it says Misty White. So I'm going to throw some Misty White on here. And I did sand down all the surfaces too before I started. Just so that the paint might hold a little better. I was trying not to go in that crack, but I may have should have filled that gap in with wood filler. But if it gets on my nerve too much, I'll go back and do that. It shouldn't. That wasn't enough white paint, was it? Somebody done sent me a text message. Hopefully it's Ed McMahon saying, hey, you've won $1 million. I thought it was Ed McMahon. That'd not be sweet. What would you do with $1 million? I know what I'd do with $1 million. I'd pay off all my bills, get a better camera set up for YouTube. I'm not stupid. It's kind of stupid. Get a 1-story house. Shouldn't be my husband yet. But if I don't check it, you know it's going to be my husband. Oh, okay. It's just her. Ah! $1 million sounds like a lot of money, but it really isn't. You know, Uncle Sam takes his big old chunk. But even after Uncle Sam takes his big old chunk, I'd have enough to pay off this house. Get some property somewhere away from people. Because that's what my husband says. He wants property away from people. Hello, Happy Ray. I was just giving you a shout out. Go to Bora Bora, never come back. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. My husband and I do that a lot. What if we won the lottery? What would we do? And he always, his thing is sell the house. Or no, I'm always like, I want to burn the house to the ground. Yeah, I'm a little dramatic, I know. But I'm like, I'd burn the house to the ground. Find us some property. Have a really nice house built that was one story, so I never had to go up another flight of stairs again. Build a little shotgun house for my daddy, because that's all he says he wants. And have the craft room of my dreams. And then he can do what he wants with the rest of the house. Oh, and I did tell him I would want to hire a guard to guard the kitchen. You know, because for some reason, if you have boys, they, and you know, they don't like to clean up after themselves. So I just stuck my finger right in that wet paint, pulled it right up. If you don't have boys, bless your heart, you're lucky as fiddle. Tell my husband every day, I wish we had had a girl. Because our boys are pigs. They just might get loud, don't know. Why are they? Buy a boat? I would need one for Bora. Well, I'd buy a boat, but it'd be a pontoon boat. That way I can go pontooning. My husband goes, he wants a piece of, either a piece of land on the river, or he wants, a piece of land with water on it already, like a pond or something, so he can just go fishing. And he's like, and I want, he wants like a humongous garage. So one end could be for him to make like cabinet stuff or anything like that in and sell. And then the other part could be for working on the vehicle and stuff, you know? We love doing that. So what would we do with all the money? I told him I'd definitely be anonymous because I don't want my family coming out of the woodwork or his. Yeah. Only bad thing about it is we've been told you can't be anonymous in Tennessee, but I think you can. I think all you got to do is hire a lawyer and keep your name out of it. Because I know I would. And see, I was being nice. I told him, at first I was like, instead of burning the house to the ground, fix it up and give it to his mom, his brother, and his sister. This house is 3 bedrooms, but then the basement is finished. It could actually be, well, we're using it for our bedroom. So it could potentially be a bedroom or even an apartment down here if the house was reconfigured right. And I said, we fix the house up, get the AC working, all that, and then we give it to your mom and them. And my husband cracked me up. He said, give it to them. Heck, they can rent it from us. Like, no. Just I'm like, no. I don't want anything to do with it after we move out. No. But yeah, my husband, he's funny. He's like, rent it. That's income. Like, we'd be millionaires. Who needs the income? Come on, work with me here, Okay, so let's stir this paint up a little bit and slap it on. I'm so excited. So instead of paying $12.99 for a Georgie boat, I got 3 something in mine. It's so cool. See, this is why we're crafters. We see something we like, and we're like, I'm not paying that price for it. I know I can DIY that cheaper. Yep, yep. The other thing I would love to do if I won on, if, like the lottery or something, is I would love to go to all the haunted places in the USA. Big old bus tour and just go. Because I'm weird. I know. Oh, yeah. That's what my husband said. I mean, if you do it right, you can live off the interest for the rest of your life. Holy crap. Oh, no, the red paint came off. I'm like, oh my God, I cut myself. Yeah. When the lottery, what was it? The last big lottery. Crap, how much? I cannot remember how much it was. But we were listening to a guy on the radio, and he said if the guy took the one lump sum, that's not going to show me live. Oh, that's weird because I know it was showing I was buffering on this computer, the one that I look at for chat, but it never showed me buffering on my others, on the one that does the whatever the crap that is it does. The one I stream from. That's what I'm trying to say. Now I forgot what I was saying when I was trying to figure out that. Oh, anyway, the guy was saying that say you decide you hit the lottery. I don't understand what's going on. Okay, if you guys are sure it's better. Crap, what? I don't understand this. I've got to reload this one so I can see the freaking chat. What the piss? It's not even saying that I'm... Oh, am I on? Wait, am I still on? There is such a delay between the two cameras that, yeah. That's why every once in a while you see me. Now, see, it's buffering. Is it buffering? And I'm echoing. What the piss? I don't have sound on. Okay, now it stopped. Okay. This is getting... My channel is haunted. I believe it. I believe. I don't know why I'm echoing. Am I still echoing? Echo, echo. I actually started to make a vlog channel about my haunted experiences. But I follow a bunch of paranormal channels, and they're having such a hard time getting views and stuff because of all the fakers that are out there. And I thought, well, I'm not going to bother, because then I thought, well, I could start a vlog channel, but then who'd want to watch me vlog? I don't even want to watch me vlog. Well, I missed that whole side. Okay, let's try that again. I know I told Jennifer the other day, but I was sitting here and I had just cleaned off this desk. There was absolutely nothing on this desk but my glue, and I can't remember what else was on my desk, but it was a bottle of glue, and I was watching a video, and all of a sudden I heard this noise. I turned around and I looked, and just as I'm turning around, I see my glue bottle moving. And I'm like, okay. It moved a good about inch and a half, something like that. And of course, my rational brain is going, okay, something hit it. Nothing hit it, because there was nothing around. I mean, it was literally, it was actually on this tile, in the middle of this tile. And I'm like, what? But yeah. But I have weird crap happen to me all the time. When I say If I say something like Casper did it or something, yeah, I'm normally serious. Do I think, everything's paranormal? No, I don't think everything's paranormal. But I know I've said it on my channel before. I've seen and heard things all my life. But that doesn't mean I believe everything is absolutely 100% paranormal. I like to try to debunk as much stuff as I can. But I cannot figure out how to debunk a glue bottle moving about an inch. It was almost a full inch by itself. There was no water or anything. Well, welcome back, Ray. Glad you didn't float away on us. And then the other day, I was sitting here and I was doing something. I had my head down and I was doing something and I was watching a video and I think I was getting stuff ready to do a live stream for the next day. And I looked up and I thought I saw my younger son standing there. And so I said, yes, what do you want? Because sometimes my younger son will just come down here and he won't say anything until I look at him because, well, he's a very quiet person and he's always scaring me. But when I looked up and I said, yes, what do you want? My brain was processing, okay, yes, there's a young guy standing there. And yes, at first it looked like my younger son, but then it was like, that ain't my kid. And so my first inclination was, I grabbed a hold of the desk and I jumped up because I'm thinking, at the time I was cleaning, I can't remember what I had. Oh, I had the broom next to me. And I grabbed a hold of the broom because I was going to just start, swinging and saying, who the fill in the colorful language. But as soon as I grabbed a hold of the desk and I got halfway up, I've got these, let's see. I'm going to turn you guys a little bit. Let's see. And I'm going to lift you up. Okay. The curtains right there. I normally keep them completely pulled. Let's see. It this way. The curtains. Where that little gap is. The kid turned and went that way. Went through them. So, oops, I turned you too fast. Sorry. Back to the boat. So, I jumped up and went, and as I was going, my son was coming down the stairs to do his laundry. So, we kind of met on the other side of those curtains. And I jumped, and he jumped because I scared him. And he's like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, did one of your friends just come down here or something? And he's like, no, nobody's here but us. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. But yeah, it's stuff like that happens all the time. I make it sound so nonchalant. No, stuff like that happens all the time. But it does. Not as not normally, seeing what I thought was a person, like a flesh and blood person type thing, but we have stuff that moves and from time to time, and like I said, normally them curtains are closed, but I forgot to close them because I don't like sitting with them open. Okay, now I have to do shading on this thing. I wonder if I should just dig out that channel again, or if I should just paint it. I think I'm just gonna paint it. Yeah, I don't share too many of my experiences because I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're just full of BS. You don't have proof," and that's fine. I don't care. Glasses down. Now let's see if I can follow this line. Oh, that's not. Maybe that might be better. I can touch it back up. But... Okay, that's not a straight line. I get it. Don't fuss. I just really want. Come on. I'm gonna touch it up with some yellow. Actually, it's kind of good. Oops, I just nicked that. So my son, yesterday before I took him to work, he goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot to give you this." I'm like, "You forgot to give me this?" And it was Happy Meal. Well, it was my Happy Meal winnings. And like I said, I'll do a video after this live stream because I don't want to take away from live streams. And I really did not mean for this live stream to be this long. I really didn't. I'm just kind of dry brushing some of this brown over it to kind of age it because it's supposed to look old and I know we're going to put some blood all over it here in just a second. If you're just joining us, we're making the SS Georgie boat from it because why not? I like it. So that is probably my husband. Just a second. Yep, it is. Let's see. Show you the inspiration piece. That's what we're making. I'm a tight one. Didn't want to spend $12.99 on one.
Somebody done sent me a text message.
Okay, we don't need this. So I was watching this, trying to watch this stupid YouTube video to figure out how to do an Annabelle doll. I just gave up, and I've got 2 pictures of Annabelle that I'm going to go by, and I've got to bring SS Georgie up real quick. Okay, SS Georgie is on the left. It is on the right. And I should have made an it sticker. Crap, before I did this. So, where is my washi tape gone? Nowhere can it be? Oh, right there in front of me. Ha! So what I'm going to do is I am going to mask off and the word it. But I don't want it to look, all straight, all that kind of jazz and morales. So there's our eye. The T's going to be fun. So what I'm basically doing is I'm cutting all the straight lines off of the washi tape, if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. It makes sense in my head. Well, okay, it did till I tried going straight. She's trying to go straight. Okay. That might be a little bit too big. Okay. This is going to just be a trial and error thing. Of course. Still too big. Well, my husband didn't reply. Or he did, and really, maybe I need to move it over a little bit. Dang it. Dang it. Oh, great. I've stuck it down and now I can't get it up. Oh, there we go. I gotta look at my thing again. Okay, that needs to be a little bit more narrower. Looks like Tennessee for now, and it does. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to look like the shape of Tennessee. It still kind of looks like the shape of Tennessee, but that's all right. Just get. There we go. Now, do I think this is going to work? I have no idea. I've never tried this before. Oh, speaking of never trying something before. Ah! Hello! I'm dropping my tape in the floor. Okay, hold on. Let me grab it. Oh, crap. Where'd it go? Ah. Not wanting to have a long video today. I sure am having a long live stream. Stay. Heal. All right. I saw a video, which I'm planning on watching. It said using, oh, what the flip is it called? Contact paper as a mask. Masking, like what I'm going to do here. Which one do I want to use? I made my it too big. I don't care. I may clean that up. Didn't really want it to look bouncy. Oh, there we go. Yeah. More like rubbity dubbity, splattery splattery. Yeah, y'all. I need to splatter it. Oh, I hate splattering. Alright, let's see. Which would be better? Maybe this one. That didn't help. That really didn't help. Splattering myself is not good. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Now it should work. As long as I don't get my phone, I'll be okay. Oops, I did it again. some more. Oh, hey, that looked good. Okay. I know this is not how you splatter paint, but you know what? It's working. I think I'm also going to add some real dark into that. Oh, I should have put the SS Georgie in. SS Georgie is supposed to go there. Oh, no. Okay, let's draw this. Then if I think I need more, that's, you know, more is more. I may not need to do. Do I want to use a marker? Do I want to use paints? Don't know. Maybe I'll try doing it with paints. Where am I black? Wait. Okay, and then also going to practice. That's too thick. Okay. Let me see if I got a thinner paintbrush right over here. I do. Okay, that looks a little better. Okay. Oh, where's my? Don't want to keep. Sure. I do believe the O's opened a little bit more, so I'll go back and I'll touch that up with some more of the yellow once we get it dry. But I think we can pull this off. The T is still a little too straight, but it'll work. Keep going. Is mine exactly like the original? No. Do I care? No. Do I love it? Yes. Yes, I do. It makes me happy. It makes me very happy. Okay. So let me see if that little brush I just used is pretty good and rinsed. Nope, still got black in it. Just want to go back in with a little touch of yellow. Let's make that O a little better. This a little. Oh, sorry, I got lost in my own little world there for a second. I'm just trying to clean up some of the letters. I'm not really too worried about it, but I'm going to go back over with some more red, I think. Oh, if I was going to do that, I shouldn't have pulled that. But, okay, never mind. We're not going to go back over it with more red. Hit it with the heat gun. Heat gun! I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it with some, what's it called? super glossy Mod Podge. Why? I don't know. Sounds good. The one on the website, you know, probably has some kind of lacquer or something on it to make it shiny. So why the flip not? Right, right. That's my funkin'. How's y'all's funkin'? Think it sounds good? I think it sounds good. Woo-hoo. Give this baby a good old coat of this. I am so glad that I had saw this on that website. I never in a million years would have thought to make this. This is just like totally awesome. Like, uberly awesome, dude. Oh yeah, now I'm getting a little goofy. That's what happens when you don't have a lot of sleep. I'm kind of holding it up to my light so I can see where I've gotten the gloss and where I haven't. So I'm sorry that I'm off camera. Or at the bottom. I will put it back so you guys can see. There we go. All right. Put that in the water. Oh, man. I meant to Mod Podge. Okay, now I gotta Mod Podge the stand after I put the brush in the water. Let's see. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Now what I'll do is I'll let this sit for a couple of hours to really dry. Probably do another coat on the boat and on the stand itself. And I just stuck my fingers into the Mod Podge, you know, because that's what we do around here. So I want this really well encoded. I want it to be beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So there's our first coat of super glossy Mod Podge. So tomorrow I will show you guys it all put together with all its nice shiny, shiny Mod Podge on it. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Why is it not focusing? Ta-da! Sorry it was out of focus there for a few minutes. And hi to anybody who has come in that I didn't see before. Somehow my chat stopped working on my old computer. Okay, let's see. So, yeah, that is our Georgie. I think you guys can see him pretty good. Let me scoot him up a little bit more. There we go. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe more that way. There we go. And there's his little base. So I'm happy with it. Like I said, I will do at least one more coat, if not two, of the glossy Mod Podge, and then I will put it together. And I'm not gluing it or anything. I want it to be able to be taken apart if need be. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for me. So I want to thank you guys for spending last 2 hours with me, watching me do this. And you all have an awesome day. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye from Tennessee.